Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez accueillir Monsieur Richard Yu, PDG de Huawei Consumer Business Group. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Richard Yu, CEO of Huawei Consumer Business Group.
Bonjour. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome you to Paris to Grand Palais. We are so big pleasure for us to in a so amazing venue here. We launched the Huawei the P3 flagship phone, and then today we will also launch a Porsche design phone with a Porsche design team. You know that's I'd like to take this chance to express my sincere thanks to all the global medias, our partners, carriers, our partners, and our global consumers. Your trust and support. With your trust and support and Huawei the last 7 years, we keep strong growth every year. And last year, we shipped out 153 million smartphones globally. We consolidate our top 3 smartphone supplier positioning. And we keep continually growing. And if you see that we start our brand journey 7 years ago, almost nobody knows Huawei. Nobody knows this brand, and people cannot pronounce and don't know this brand. But 7 years past, 3 years ago, we are ranked as a top 100 famous brand in the world. But in years, every year, we are increasing our global brand ranking. And we are continuing to increase our R&D invest. We have strong R&D investment globally. And last year, we were ranked as top 6 R&D investment together with the global company, large companies. Last year, we spent over $10 billion in R&D. But every year, we keep more than 20% increase in our R&D, in our research and development. You know, we really care about the earth. And Huawei, we adopt the eco-friendly designs. And we also win the gold medal for green certifications. And Huawei, our campus, we're using the solar power, the clean energy. We dramatically reduce CO2 consumption. And for Huawei, you know, we want to let more consumers to touch, to experience the Huawei product. So we dramatically increase our experience shops globally. Last year, 200% increase in Huawei experience shops. Not only increase the number of shops, but also we want to leverage the experience level. And we want to give more experience to the consumers. This is one of the shop, our experience in Italy, in Milan. You know that we not only provide the products for the consumer to touch, to experience, but also we have the lessons, the programs, and also some customer services for the consumers. So we really want the consumer can really experience more, to learn more from the Huawei experience store. You know, we really care about the young talents. And start from 10 years ago, today, I tell you that we will upgrade our logo, make it more simple, our customer-centric. This is our new logo. Thank you. We also won the trust by our global partners. Okay, let's see.
Welcome to Paris, city of love, city of art, and by the way, headquarters of Orange Group. When we talk about love, we may also consider the partnership between Orange and Huawei. It's a long-term partnership started more than 10 years ago. Together with Huawei, we share emotion and passion regarding quality and aesthetic design. What we have in our hands is really what we love and what we want to deal with. And it has to be one of the most beautiful things in the world, and it is. Orange and Huawei, we share the passion of quality, passion of aesthetic beauty.
Huawei's been a trusted partner of ours for probably 15 years now. At the time, we started with 3G mobile broadband modems, and look at where this taken us. I think last year we've sold a Huawei consumer product to our customers like every couple of seconds. Huawei has obviously a very strong heritage coming from the network side, but over the last few years, they've clearly added a lot in terms of design innovation, more recently artificial intelligence. And if you put this innovation together, it really creates results. Like last year, for example, we've been able to break multiple speed records in many of the markets we operate in, working together between Huawei and Vodafone. We are really looking forward to continue working with Huawei to bring great new experiences to our customers wherever we operate.
The relationship between Huawei and Telefonica is of a great success and a strong partnership. We've been working for the last 10 years to bring the most innovative products to our customers, both in Latin America as well as in Europe. We have selected Huawei as one of our leading strategic partners moving forward as well. Huawei for us is one of the leading innovators in this industry. They combine great design with outstanding technology. In a context in which we are seeing lack of innovation, we rely on partners like Huawei to continue bringing this meaningful innovation to our products. We expect to continue the very successful partnership with Huawei for another 10 years to continue bringing to market the most innovative devices.
Hello everybody, my name is Christian Changi, and I want to give this nice award to Huawei because they have achieved great performance and quality in our network over the last months. But it's not only congratulations to this great quality, but also to the great phones they're going to launch in the next days. I wish you all the best in Paris, have fun and celebrate. Bye-bye.
Thank you. You know, the Huawei P series smartphone always have the effective design and with the best camera technology. If you look back the last 5 years, in every generation, the Huawei P series smartphone is ultra slim, beautiful design, sleek, and also with the best camera in that time. You know, that we win for 5 continuous, we win the best smartphone award by ASA, and we also win a lot of awards by globally. You see, in year 2016, Huawei we launched P9 and P9 Plus. We partnership with Leica to launch with the industry's first generation, the first wonder in this industry to launch dual camera on the flagship smartphone. We reinvent the smartphone photography with Huawei P9 and P9 Plus. In year 2017, we launched the P10 and P10 Plus. We make every shot a cover shot using the new generation Leica dual cameras with rooms technology, hybrid room technologies. Today, we launched the P20 and the P20 Pro. Master photography powered by AI. Here's the phone. Thank you. Thank you. You know, you may be curious why we name is camera technologies on the tiny size smartphone. How can we make the big bulky, the professional camera technology on so slim the smartphone? So later I will make an introduction for you. Huawei P20 and the P20 Pro will help you to see more art, more light, and more intelligence. This phone is designed with harmony. And also, you see the design is seamless surface, the comfortable in your hand, the sleek. And you can see the craftsmanship in every detail in your hand. And also, you know, that's the design we inspired, we herited in the 5,000 years history of Chinese Eastern culture. You will see that all the ancient buildings, they're purely symmetric design. Even this background is the Chinese palace, Forbidden City. They're purely symmetric. The beauty of symmetric, then we move to this phone. You can see that in every corner, every size of this phone, I want to show you that it's purely symmetric. No matter front and back, left and right, they're purely symmetric. Even you can see that the top of the notch and the bottom of the fingerprint is purely symmetric. This display maybe have some problem. It's wrong. This page. This phone is designed for photography. Many people ask me why this phone, the logo is horizontally. Because this is designed for you to take professional camera. The design for professional photography. You know, our R&D team we have research on light and color. We really want to bring the innovative and beautiful color and light to everyone. We inspired by the nature. You can see how in the sunset, how many colors you can see that. It's really beautiful. This is the twilight. You can see the gradient of the color. You can see that from different angle, the color is different. Let's see. Thank you. The pink gold, the fashionable, fun. Blue, elegant. And graphite black, bold. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the P20 and the P20 Pro. Each one have 4 colors for your selection. Not only the outside, the inside, we also have different themes for your selection. You can select the themes you prefer inside. You can select so many themes for your selection. There's always one suitable for you. Will give you more customization. And the P20, we are using 5.8-inch RGBW, 4-color, full-view display. Why is that 4-color? The W means white. The red, green, blue, the white. The white is we can increase the brightness. When you use the phone outdoor, you can see the screen clearly. And also, it can dramatically reduce the power consumption. Even in the indoor, you use this phone, all the white background, the power consumption is much lower. You display all the white contents. This will be dramatically reduce the power consumption. It not only can help you to see the phones, the pictures more vividly, but more clearly, but more longer battery life. And the P20 Pro, we are using 6.1-inch OLED full-view display. It will have very high contrast ratio and also high color gamma. It can help you to see every detail and vividly and clearly, all the picture, all the video. Really the good display, the best display panel. You know, P20, the same size, 5.8-inch phone, but you see the more largest screen. You can see that. In more narrow bezel, more compact design, help you to see more, use more. And also, we are using HD fingerprint on the bottom of the phones. We can using in the setup menu navigation. You can select using one fingerprint to replace 3 virtual key inside the screen. By short tap is back, long tap is home, and the left and right swipe is multitask. So you're using one single fingerprint button, not only for analog, but to replace 3 virtual key. So less is more. It's more simple, easy to use. I hope you can try this functionality in the menus, the system navigation to select this function. 11% more additional display for you to use. View more, size less. See, compare with others. And also we minimize the notches. You know the notches is minimize the notch. Not only makes it more beautiful, but more useful. Do not miss other notifications with the small notches. And with the inside the small notch, we have the receiver, speaker, and also ambient light receiver, the camera, and all the ambient the sensors, ambient light sensors, something inside. And also, the P20, P20 Pro support the natural tune display. It can help to protect your eyes. For example, in the indoor, together with the condition, in all light condition, it can give the protect your eyes. And also, it's slim design, but a large battery. No compromise on battery. 25% more battery than the other flagship phones. It have you to longer battery life, but slimmer than all the others. You can see that. Thank you. And the P20 Pro, the compact and slim design is much slimmer than the other phone. You can see 0.6 millimeter thinner, but much larger battery, 4,000 milliampere battery, huge battery inside, but still keep compact, slim, compact body. And the P20 Pro is IP67 water and dust proof, and the P20 is IP53 rated. Give more protection to your phones. P20 and the P20 Pro with our revolutionary camera technologies help you see more light and even see more closer. That's it. You know, the professional, big bulky professional cameras, they can really take good quality photos and videos, but it's too bulky, difficult to take. And a small digital camera, easy to take, but the photo quality is not as good as a professional one. Today, now more people they're using smartphone. The smartphone, the quality of the photos not as good as the professional cameras, but it's simple, easy, convenient to take, easy to use. But Huawei, our philosophy, Huawei smartphone, we want to let the smartphone can take professional quality photos and videos. Also, more simple, easy to use with AI, powered by AI. This is our vision for mobile photography. The Huawei T and 20 Pro, master photography, powered by AI. This is the P20. P20, all new Leica dual camera. Large pixel, 1.55 micrometer, big pixel, and also with a dual camera, large aperture, f1.6 and f1.8. How large is this pixel compared with others? You can compare with others. It's much bigger, 22 times percent larger than S9 Plus, and 61% larger than iPhone 10. More big size, more large size, and view to capture more light. It's very, very important for the camera experience. Here is a photo taken by the P20 compared with the others. You can see the in the dark area how the detail we can see. More detail we can see compared with others in the low light condition. And also this, in the low light condition, we can take in Italy the evening, using the days in this month. It's my colleague they're taking the low light condition. Really outstanding performance photo. You can see that. And also in the low light condition, we can take the vivid color. This is the Hong Kong Victoria Harbor in the evening. You can see how good quality and how vivid color you can see. And this photo is taken last in Norway, also in the evening. Now it's very dark. You can see that's all the detail. Maybe this display, the quality is not enough to display all the details, but actually it's high quality display. You can see every detail is really vivid color. The P20 help you with lack of color. We can help you to catch all the colors. And also with on the P20 and the P20 Pro, we're introducing the industry the best in class, best front camera, selfie camera, 24 megapixel front camera. You can catch up all the details, every details. Not only the best front camera, the sensor, the technology, but also we have 3D facial enhancement, the 3D outline shaping. It can help you to have the best tuning, a best adjustment of the skin, and help you to take the best selfie. You can see that even against the light, the more difficult to take a selfie against light is a difficult thing. So you can, even in this environment, you can the P20 can take better photo. You see that. And also we have 3D portrait lighting, the unique light effect. You can adjust that. Even after you take the photo, you still can adjust that. So it really can give you a lighting effect. This is the P20 best smartphone camera ever. You know the DxO mark, the benchmark test is the industry achieved 102 years ago. And the photo we achieved 107. You know, last year, the iPhone Pro it got highest score, the 97. And then later on, the P2 one is ahead. In the last month, the Galaxy S9 1 point ahead of the others. But today, with 3 points ahead of them. It's very difficult to 1 point ahead. Very difficult. But 3 points ahead, that's a big step. So we technology improvement. Also, I will take a breakthrough of mobile photography. This is the solution. The revolutionary 40 megapixel triple camera on the Huawei P20 Pro. Let's see the sophisticated system. Not only 3 lenses, but between 2 lenses, you can see laser transmitter and laser receiver inside. And even in the flash, we have the color temperature sensor embedded in that. So it's really a sophisticated system. These 3 lenses, let's see, the main camera is 40 million pixel, 40 main RGB lens. And we also have 3x optical lens, 8 megapixel, and another monochrome, 20 megapixel. 3 lenses together, totally 68 million. the highest pixel number in this industry, in the smartphone. More importantly, the biggest sensor size. The P20, the sensor size is much bigger than the Odia. But the P20 Pro, even bigger. You can see it's 125% larger than Galaxy S9 and unbeatable 170% larger than iPhone 10. It's really traditionally this kind of sensor in a bulky professional camera. But how can we make it in a tiny size smartphone? We achieved it. You know, this is another big breakthrough. The ISO. The ISO is a criteria for the high light sensitivity. We achieve the highest light sensitivity. You know, the other phone, we can achieve 6,400. Only big, bulky, professional camera, for example, like the Canon 5D Mark IV, they can achieve over 100,000 ISO. But the Huawei P20 Pro will achieve over 100,000. So that's in the ultra low light condition. Even your eyes cannot see this parrot. The phone, you can see that. No flash. We can take the photo. You can see that. All the details. Even your eyes, you cannot see this. But we can take that. It's unbelievable. Yeah. You can see that the portrait in low light condition. You can see that in low light portrait. We can see the girl's face, all the details clearly. But the others, it's kind of even the outdoor against the backlight. It's a very difficult scenario. You can see that goes and the back. You can see it clearly. Even the cloud, even see that's the blue sky and the face, very detailed. This is another portrait in low light condition. You can see good quality. You can see that the face and all the detailed skin is natural. You know, the indoor against light maybe is the most difficult to take scenario. And you see this girl, you can her face, all the background, you can see this really vivid and clear, very clear, all the details. And this is you take this photo you taken on the street Paris. You can see even against on the dark area, you can see the color, the dynamic light range. And a 40 megapixel view to take the good photo against the light, also in every detail. You know, that's the P20, the most powerful zoom on the smartphone. Why? We have leading X opportunity and also 5 lossless and also the best in class, 10 times digital, 10 times opportunity, 5 times hybrid room, and 10 times digital room. The best in the room technology. It can help you to zoom in all the detail. You're using this phone, far away can tell me, even if you see far away. But this in the room, you can see the bird, the leather, the face, color, every detail in far away. And also, can you see how good the nose, every detail. You know, I want to take the photo of this, but that's the character on the wall. I want to see that. How can I see it? I zoom in. You can see that zoom in. The other phone is big, but this, you can clearly. But the other all blurred. You can't see that. You can see the detail. Okay. By the zooming, catch up every detail from how. From 1.2 meters to 2.4 meters. These lasers for instant focus. We have 4-in-1 hybrid focus system. It can capture, can have the best focus, but the other, you lost focus. Back and forth, lost focus. And also we have 0 shot lag. And together with the intelligent motion detection, you can see this goes, we take a photo of this goes using 3 phones to take simultaneously. And you can see that our phone take it much earlier, much quicker, much earlier. It can taking the photo as fast as 0.3 seconds. And also, you know that so with this color temperature sensor, and you can get the pixel level color optimization. And also with the inclusive the Leica color, the Leica photo Leica color, you can have the you can take expressive photos like this. It's all taken by the P20 and the P20 Pro. And also stylish photo you can take. Tasty photo. The food, okay. Taken by P20 and the P20 Pro. Is a photo taken in Mexico. We also have another interesting thing. Is 960 frame per second super slow motion video. Let's see it again. You can see that 960 frame per second super slow motion. You can see that all the slow motion things. You know, last year we are the first one in this industry to use the AI for 500 scenarios in 19 categories. The phone can recognize all the scenarios, can know the object, can understand the object with the neural network processor inside, the AI processor to quickly processing to understand the world. So with this technology, it can help you to give the best tuning for the cameras, to let everyone have the right skill to take the right moment. Let's see. You can see the logo on that. It's recognize the scenario. You will see that. You will display that. Give the automatic tuning suggestion to you. And also with AI help, You can AI assist the composition. Sometimes you take the horizontally, the picture, it can alignment, can take the alignment for you. And also, when you take group photo, it can help you to frame in all the group. You know, that's if you want to take long exposure photos, you need the tripod. Without tripod, your hand kind of stops shaking. In order to solving these issues, the industry invented electric imaging stabilizer and also OS, optical imaging stabilizer. But these technologies, you can solving the issue of short-term vibrating. But for long term, if you take the photo long exposure, several seconds, then your hand, you cannot. This all EIS and OS all cannot work. But Huawei, we invented AIS, AI imaging stabilizer. With this technology, no tripod. And even you can take an incredible photo with your hand by this machine learning based the multi-frame stabilization. No tripod, just by your hand to take. As long as 6 seconds, the maximum 6 seconds you can take for long exposure. You know, here is make a comparison. The handheld night shot. You can see that these two phones together to take the photo simultaneously for long exposure. The other phone is totally blurred. You can see Huawei P20 and P20 both can take clearly photo. In a handheld. And this is a photo taken without tripod, 5.3 in China, Shanghai. I can see it in the evening. And this photo is a night shot, also without tripod. This is in Düsseldorf, Germany, Düsseldorf. In a very famous Konig Saleh. I lived there 10 years ago. I lived there for 3 years. It's a very beautiful street. You can see how good quality, the detail. This screen is the resolution not good enough to display all the details, but we capture every detail, the color vividly, all the details by your handheld to take this. And we have many. If you with more longer exposure, you using a tripod, we can take even more astonishing photos like this in Paris, a famous building in the evening. Like this incredible night shot. You can see this. This is in the Italy in the evening, 8 p.m. You can see that all the colors vividly. The mountain, Albus mountain. And you can see that that's an area. Most of the color lost. You can see the difference. And this is more incredible night shots. You can see that this is Albus mountain. The others only can see some white dot. Now people ask me, where is iPhone 10? I can tell you iPhone 10 can see nothing, can take nothing. The other only can have a white dot. But we can see that more than you, even your eyes cannot see that. Your eye cannot see that, but you can see the sky and the tree and the mountain. It's unbelievable, unbelievable. It's really incredible. You know, this night shot with long exposure, that's in Paris. Okay, you guys know this in this city. Because in Paris, many buildings, they're not allowed to use because all the light have the patents on. So we only select some ways to allow us to use. The night shot with longer exposure, for example, this is in Italy. How good quality this. This photo taken by me. The night before I take a flight, I go to the Shenzhen Bay. You know, I walk there, I just take a photo in normal way. No, not long exposure, just normal photo. You know, after I take the photo, I astonished. Why astonished? Because my eyes, I cannot see this red flower. It's purely black. But I take a photo, oh my God, the red flower is there. I forgot that. You can see that. Actually, so my feeling that's using this phone, It can see more than your eyes. It's short exposure, not long exposure. Only 1/18,000. And my colleague and in the internal use, the NDPO, and they take a lot of night shot collections. Let's see some of the photos taken by our employee. Oh, this is the photo last night I taken nearby in this here. You can see that even the trees, you can see that in the dark tree, your eyes, you see all the black, but you can see that take the photo, you can see the tree. See, so you capture every detail. So Huawei P20 and P20 Pro can let everyone can take good photo. No need special skills. And also with our stabilization, you can see that on the bicycle, we take this video together. You can see how stable with AIS, even with the video, take the video, the more stable. You know, the P20, we get the highest score. The people ask me, how about the P20 Pro? You know, DxO marks, they are really the industry, the best benchmark comparison. This is the result. P20 Pro, we get 109 points. And the photo, we get 114, the video 98. 10 points to the higher than the most closer to us. It's really much ahead, much ahead. You only can overtake the others by 1 point, but we overtake the others by 10 points. That's a big step, big improvement. I do believe this phone will be the best camera, the best photo, and the best video in this year. The Huawei P20 and the P20 Pro, the highest mobile image standard. Today, I like to invite Mel to share, a photographer, she's a photographer, to share her experience with the P20 and the P20 Pro. Let's warmly welcome Mel on stage. Thank you. Mel, thank you.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you. Hi, thank you, Richard. Hi, my name is Mel Bless. I am a photographer, a fashion photographer. I'm based in London. I have delivered global fashion campaigns for clients like Fendi, for Pucci, for Gap, for Missoni, Canada Goose. Photography really is my passion. I love it. I've dedicated my life to it. It's been a lot of very hard work, but I enjoy it so much. It's introduced me to the world in a way that I could only ever have imagined. So when Huawei approached me with the P20 and the P20 Pro and told me about the collaboration with Leica, of course, I was really fascinated. Leica as a company has got such resonance with the photographic world. It's a company that has developed tools to take some of the most wonderful pictures, pictures that have inspired me personally and hundreds and thousands of photographers the world over. It's a company that produces things thoughtfully with research and real love. I actually gave my husband, who is here today, a Leica when we got married. He's also a photographer, dare I say it. And, you know, this was at a time when I was just starting in my career. I had no money for the bus fare, but I knew I needed to give him that camera. And, you know, to this day, I still don't know if it was more exciting for him to get that camera or marry me. That's just how much it meant to him. So to have this little lens, these optical lenses inside a smartphone, I was really, really intrigued. This is some of the examples of my professional work. And we decided to take the camera to Paris. Obviously, Huawei are launching here today, but Paris is such an inspiring city. It's a city I do a lot of work in. It's an iconic city visually, and it's got such a rich history of photography. So obviously, first stop, the Eiffel Tower, classic. And, you know, for me, the job of a photographer is to explore the world in a curious way, to try and be creative and see things in a way that is unique to you. This was just a little example of that. I like to compose with aperture, what's sharp, what's soft. And when I was using that camera, it was amazing the ability it gave me to do that. It was able to work so quickly between the focal lengths, and that's a way that I love to work. Very spontaneously, super fast, be very reactive to what's around me, and color as well was something I love to compose with color. I think most photographers do. Color blocks, what does it mean, how I can crop around it. And of course, color is so affected by light. Low light, the bright sun in the daytime, the beautiful kind of soft dusk light. And the camera responded so well to those little lighting conditions. And, you know, I have to remind you, I've only had the camera for a few days. So just to work with it and understand it so quickly was a real pleasure. Also the zoom, especially working in black and white, where I love the kind of soft, smooth, dynamic range it gave me, the mid-tones, keeping the highlights, the rich blacks. And even here, when we wanted to shoot that shot under the Eiffel Tower. Of course, it's all blocked off at the moment. But I was able to really push in. You can see here at its kind of widest point, what I was interested in, the silhouette. And then here, much sharper. It still had that beautiful mid-tones, didn't blow out too much in the highlights. It kept the richness. And that was something I really, really appreciated. This shot is the last shot of the day and probably sums me up the most as a photographer. It was just taken on the hoof, down on the ground, getting dirty, just trying something new. I've actually turned the photo upside down. But, you know, it's just my little impression was of Paris on the day. And that's just how I love to work. Everyone works differently. But I felt the camera really responded to my needs and gave me creative freedom to make the choices I want to do, which is what I think is the most important part of being a photographer. So after Paris, we went to London. We were shooting in my studio, and you know, fashion is what I do, and I really wanted to take the camera into the studio environment. That's where I do a lot of my work, and I love to work closely with the models. I want to make a fun, spontaneous, creative environment for them. And this was just a small shoot I was doing with a designer friend of mine, and I thought, what a great opportunity to take this camera and try it in a really professional studio environment. And I thought it worked beautifully. I love playing with color, and you know, I really want to remind you, none of these photos have been retouched in a computer at all. This is straight out of the camera. You know, when Huawei approached me to get involved in this, something I'd never done before, and having worked with them over the last week, it really struck me how they put photography right at the heart of what they do. They really seem to treasure it. And of course, you know, as someone who is so inspired by making images, that was a really wonderful experience. They also spoke to me about a renaissance in photography. And I, for one, really understand that. You know, photography really used to be the preserve of a very few professionals, a few amateurs. And now we can all take pictures and we can all start to see the world through so many people's eyes. Just explore the world through images, explore the world through pictures. And I
can take the professional the photos with Huawei phones. And last year, our next imaging award, and over 90 countries, our global Huawei smartphone users attend that. They submit over 150,000 submissions. And that last year's the Grand Plus winner, she's here. Can you stand? You can stand up. Okay. Okay. You know, here is some of the photo taken by the last year's submission. Yes, the next image award. You know, that's this year we will have another, the next imaging award is coming soon in June of this year. And please attend this. You can join. You know, Huawei P20 and P20 Pro also can help you to see more intelligence. And inside of this phone, we are using the Kirin 970 chipset. And inside of this chipset, we have the industry, the most powerful leading AI processor, because it's NPU, the dedicated NPU, neural network processor. Compared with the Apple, the latest A11, and Qualcomm's, the latest chipset, Snapdragon 8